Hey, what's up, YouTube? Joe Singleton here, better known as Son Naho, well, Naho channel. Almost squirreled that. And today I'm going to be doing my unpopular Sonic comic book opinion part 2. If you haven't seen my first one, check it out. Hold up. Sorry about that. Check out my first video in the description at the end of this video. This will be focused on my second stuff I have for about the comic books. Now, next week I will focus more on the other comic book opinions I have for the comic books, but I want to focus on the main stuff I want to get out. So anyway, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up, thumbs down, subscribe, hit bell to get notified for new videos. Let's begin. Number one, Archie Starring Comics would have ended around 2018 if the reboot didn't happen. Now, if you don't know, the reboot of Archie Comics happened around 2013. It was because of the Ken Pendle lawsuit. Ken Pendle was the original writer for the comic books who sued Archie and Sega because he wanted some money for the use of his characters, but he didn't. So he sued Archie and Sega and got all his characters back. Now the whole comic books had to went through a reboot, which was not really good. It didn't get a lot of new sales. Everyone left the book afterwards, so that's why Archie lost the rights to him. Now people would say if Archie still had the rights, they would have kept going. To me, I say yes, they would have kept going, but not until 2018. After 2018, they would have most likely say would have sold the rights to IDW, like what they did right now. Most likely to either continue using the Freedom Fighters, maybe, or focus more on the games. I don't know. That's where I think. Second one, I want the Freedom Fighters back in the comic books meeting. Okay, I wouldn't mind seeing the whole Freedom Fighters return into comic books, like maybe IDW or a new comic book. Ian Flynn said in Bumblebee podcast that the Freedom Fighters are up in the air. Is up to Sega. They have to ask Sega, can they use the characters, or Sega don't own the characters. I will get to that later in the video. But personally, I think the Freedom Fighters should come back. Maybe not in IEW since they don't really fit in because it's more focused on the games. Maybe a new comic book. And why they were taking it out in the first place. Many fans think, oh, because Campaign created everything, he created the Freedom Fighters. Not true. They're owned by Sega of America. They've been made by Sega of America because of Deke. Sega came to Deke and made a new team for Sonic, so they created the whole Freedom Fighters. It was Sega of America who created them. It was someone who was Sonic's mom who was running on Sega America as a president. I don't know the facts, but all I know is the Freedom Fighters are owned by Sega. Could they come back in a comic book? Maybe. Maybe not in IDW, but maybe in a future comic book. But hey, we still got fan comics. uh, Number three, I love Sonic X Sally as a couple. Meaning I still like Sally and Sonic. To me, she's the perfect girlfriend for Sonic. As much as I like Elise, I'm not a huge fan of Amy Rose as Sonic's girlfriend. I see Amy as a fangirl of Sonic, but not a lover. If she married Sonic, she will not realize she's a terrible match for him. And the same goes for Amy. Amy is too much of, let's say she has bad writing. She has bad writing to the point that no one for real know how to write her. They can make her either nice, friendly, loyal, or just a straight up bitch. It's just hard to write Amy sometimes. And personally, I think Amy is not perfect. And in the reboot, many people saw Sally and Sonic are not a couple, which I will talk about that in another video. I still like the couple, and I think it should come back in the comic books. Number four, I hate the mandates are fake from Archie reboot and IEW. And you're gonna say, what? The mandates are fake? Yes. A previous writer mentioned that the mandates from the Archie comic books were fake. They were all made by Ian Flynn. Most fans don't know this because many fans. Hold up. Sorry about that. What was I? Yeah, the mandates. The mandates are fake. A previous writer mentioned that the mandates were fake. They were all made by Flynn. None of them were made by Sega. Flynn only said the mandates were there because he wanted to say, most likely so he could write how he wants to. And many people wondering why didn't Sega step in? Here's the thing: Sega don't have a tight lease on IDW or any of their comic books. The creators have creative freedom, even though they have to step in sometimes and tell them no, they can't do this. But yeah, the mandates are fake because Flynn wanted to write the comics how he feel. Sorry about that. How he feel how he feel how the comic book should be written. Now you're probably thinking, but wait, if the mandates are fake, then why did he write Shadow like this? And why he doesn't do that? And how he used metal overlord. He breaks the mandates a lot. Flynn breaks the mandates almost every time he gets his hand on the comic books. Many people are gonna say, well, why don't even Stanley or the other writers don't do that? The other writers just follow Flynn mandates because they don't want to go through they want to have to deal with his crap, meaning they don't want to go into trouble with him. Like how they went into trouble with Ken Pendleton when he was writing those comic books. They try to work as a team, not as I do my thing, you do your thing, you don't follow my stuff, kind of like that. But yeah, the mandates are fake, they're not real. Stop saying that they say you should get rid of the mandates because they were never on the books. That's just Flynn who said the mandates were. Number five, I hate how Ian Flynn tried to kill Princess Sally 3 times. And you may not know this in the comics when it was around the 200 before the reboot hit. Flynn tried to kill off Sally 3 times. Once with a double barrel cannon, which they were sneaking into the Death Pit to reboot the franchise. Again, when Sonic saved Sally, and when Sally sacrificed herself to be transformed into a robot. Flynn really, this is one I'm going to get into in later, but here's something I will go ahead and say. Flynn didn't like Sally and Sonic as a couple. I heard he was more of a Sonic and Amy shipper. If you haven't seen my Ian Flynn video, check that out. I don't know if that's true or not anymore because I feel like he's been dialed down on Amy and Sonic. Seemed like he's been dialed down on it because he doesn't focus a whole lot about it. So yeah. Number six, Ian Flynn hates the Naho Freedom Fighters, and I know I'm gonna get a lot of dislikes because if you're an Ian Flynn fan, please step away from my video because I don't want to have no death threat for me or say I don't like Ian Flynn because I don't care. Please just don't do this. Okay, Ian Flynn does not care about the Freedom Fighters. Here's why. One, he tried to kill off Sally Aiko 3 times from my previous intro. Two, he put Antoine in a coma, which he was planning on killing him. He was planning on killing Antoine back in the RG comics because he thought it would be best to kill him off, but a lot of fans didn't like the idea of him killing off Antoine because Antoine he approved. He wasn't a coward he was before, so he decided to bring him back. And three and four, he broke Rhoda's back. He got rid of Bunny's robotic limbs just because he wanted to, and made her get new robotic limbs if the combo kept going. Flynn just do not like the Freedom Fighters. I am so sick of people saying that. Oh, if the Freedom Fighters came back, Flynn would be a great writer for the Freedom Fighters. He would make them feel like they're great. Super duper no. Stop that. Flynn does not care about the whole Freedom Fighters. If he did, he wouldn't put them through all this shit, do all this crap. Flynn does not care. He doesn't like the Freedom Fighters. He's a game fan and game fan only. He cares about the game characters more than anything. I am so sick of people saying that he cares about the Naho Freedom Fighters. No, he didn't. If he did, he wouldn't put them through all this crap. And also, he would not try to say, it's not the Sega. It's Sega to own these characters. He doesn't want to write them in the comics. Like I said before, if your team's ready for Ian Flynn, are you? You do not want to write for I cannot talk straight. If you do not want to write for the Freedom Fighters, then don't. Just leave it to even Stanley, to GC. Get the hell off the book if you don't like the Freedom Fighters, dude. Just because you want to write for the comics doesn't mean you get close to the games. You're a terrible writer. Just get the hell off the books. Whew, had a little bit of rant there. Okay, where was I? Number seven, campaign to hate Sally Acorn 2. Yeah, this is another thing for a writer I do not care for that much, but Ken did not like Sally Acorn. Even though he's a huge Satam Freedom Fighter fan, he's not a huge fan of Sally Acorn. He didn't like Sally Acorn for real. He said that Sally is making Sally become the second banana or some bullshit. He tried to go off in end games, but Sega stepped in and say bring her back. Campaigner did not like Sally Acorn too, so both writers did not like Sally. It's pretty much made them similar. At least Ken was honest about he didn't like Sally. As for Flynn, he tries to say that he did, but try not to sound like a hypocrite. Okay, number eight. Nigel Kitchen and Louis Stringer should write for the IDW comics. Well, you don't know who these guys were. These are both the writers for the comic book in Fleetway meeting in the UK. These are great writers, and I wouldn't mind seeing them write for the IDW comic books. Hold up. Sorry, I need a breather. But yeah, Corey Baller, nice occasion should write for the IEW comic books. Maybe just for one issue or a mini series. I know they're retired. I would love to see them write for one book of IDW just to show you that these guys know what the heck they're doing. Number nine. Oh crap. Number nine will be I will want the writer for the Black Sonic the Black Knight to write for a Sonic comic book. He was an amazing writer for the Black Knight and storybook games, even not so much in '06, but I wouldn't mind seeing him write for the comic books. Maybe one issue. He's one of the writers from the Dark Era games, which I do not like calling Sonic games at that time. He's a great writer. I like Black Knight. I will talk about that in a future video about the Sonic games opinion. And number 10 is, I'll just flat out to say it, Ian Flynn is a huge liar. I know that a lot of people gonna hate me for this, and I gotta see I'm pretty much gonna get a lot of dislike for this, but I don't care. Ian Flynn does not like this. Ian Flynn does not tell the truth about the mandates, about how he feels about the freedom fires, and he even said that Sonic Forces will not have a comic book because Sega said no. I call bullshit on that because, dude, Sega allowed you to make a tie-in comic book to Sonic Team Racing, a racing game that had nothing to do with the mainline games. Flynn doesn't want to use the Sonic Forces or Sonic Frontier in his books because he don't want to ruin what he's going in the comics. Dude, it's Sega. They could get to say what goes in the comic books or what doesn't. They will kick you off the book. They will fire you. Not just them. IDW. They will fire you. You forgot this. Ian Flynn is the biggest liar I have ever seen. He's an SAW. He's a huge liar. The man tries to put all his ideas in the comic book that doesn't work for Sonic. He tried to make Sally and Nicole be gay just because he wanted to. Ian Flynn is not the best writer. I am so sick of fans keep saying he's a great writer. Yes, you like his writing, true, but you gotta realize he has flaws. You gotta see some problem with his writing. And also, the guy really does not take criticism. He doesn't like people criticizing his work. He doesn't like people criticizing his writing. He doesn't like people talking about the freedom fighters in his forums. That's something I just want people to know. Ian Flynn is not the greatest writer. He's a liar. He'll keep everything to himself about anything from the games. And I'm so sick of people hiring him to write for Sonic comic books. He's writing for the Cyclopedia for crying out loud. Even in Prime. I get the man of action trying to get him from Prime because he's the most likely guy to know about the Sonic lore, but the guy is not a good Sonic fan to have for your stuff. This is the worst time I think about this. Sega should not hire him. He's one of the worst fans you should hire to work for your comic books. And that's about it. I know I've been kind of all over the place, but I just want to get this video out because to make up for me not making a lot of videos. Again, I took a break in November because I wanted to not get burnt out. So anyway, give me a thumbs up, thumbs down, hit the bell to get notified for new videos. Please give me a thumbs up and comment down below the video. I should have mentioned that yesterday, but please tell me what you think about these opinions videos because I wouldn't mind trying to do more of these. Not every day, but mostly every once in a while video I wouldn't mind do. I wouldn't mind try this again to see if people like it. Again, give me a thumbs up. Thumbs up, subscribe, hit bell to get notified for new videos. I'm Joseph Singleton, better known as Naho Channel. Signing out. Peace.